7 months ago I started this project, and next week I'm going to publish the final video that will close the entire series. But before that, I wanted to go back and react to the first video of the series and see how wrong I was about some of the predictions that I made back then. And so let's start the video. And I would like also to react to this video to a working prototype. Basically, I would like to realize this project by creating an hardware based on an ESP32C3 microcontroller that is connected to my PC with an HTTP connection that I've used in the past for another project. And basically, the PC will handle all the SR system and the ASP. Yes, basically this is still how it works. The core structure of the project is this one. Yes, an ESP32C3 and HTTP server will handle only the daily flashcards. It will download the daily flashcards into an SD, and the SD, it wasn't reliable for this project. It was like failing after 7 like audio files, so it wasn't reliable enough. And it will replay this flashcard with a speaker. And here also a speaker. At the end, I'm using headphones instead of a speaker. And the user can interact with the hardware by pressing buttons. And there will be also a button that will synchronize the studied flashcards with. Okay, so I don't know what I was talking about, a synchronized button. I mean, when you finish your study session, it automatically sends the results to the PC, and then the PC will basically synchronize the results by itself in the local PC server. If you have used Anki in the past, it's basically the same thing. There is the Anki Web, the Anki Desktop, and the Anki Droid. And basically, if you have studied your cards from your phone and you want to synchronize, probably is because I wasn't sure if I would have used the Anki API, so I was maybe thinking on how to synchronize maybe the SRS, because one thing that I have not said is that right here I wrote SRS HTTP server, and I wasn't sure if the computer was going to use Anki or not, so maybe this is the reason. That will synchronize the studied flashcards. If you have used Anki in the past, is basically this. And basically, if you have studied your cards from your phone and you want to synchronize what you have studied with the PC, basically you can. I would also like to add that there is an Anki API, and so I could be using that. Okay, so this is the REST Anki API, but it's not a certainty. We are going to see in the future. For this, it was actually really useful. Project, I've decided to use Platform.io for actually has been changed to ESP IDF. I think that switching from Platform.io to ESP IDF has been one of the major changes in the project, because ESP IDF has all the resources related to Espressif, and I think that is actually the good choice. To start a big project, I would definitely go on ESP IDF instead of Platform.io, but I wasn't aware of this when I first created this video, so I decided to go with Platform.io. Writing the firmware into the ASP, and I'm using Platform.io, and actually I think that it was like the first project with Platform.io, first and the last, for writing the firmware into the ASP. And I'm using an ESP32C3 with an amplifier, a speaker, and a micro SD. Will be the prototype. Then, if everything's working, I will create a PCB, because I'm learning how to do PCBs, and yes, the PCB has been done, yes. And I would really like to create a custom PCB for this project. In that case, I will use a ESP32 room. Yes, I've used the ESP32C3 room, but this photo is actually wrong, because as you can see, the ESP32C3 room doesn't have the pins on the bottom. U2 with the built-in antenna. And now let's see how am I going to upload this series. Basically, my idea is to upload an update video every week, and also I would like to upload a video of the entire project when I will finish it. So basically you're going to see all this series, and at the end I will make a standalone video of the whole project. And next week I'm going to publish the final standalone video, and I would like also to react to this video. Yes, I'm reacting to this video. Yes, checklist marked. If things will change a lot in the future. I mean, things change quite a lot in the future. So let me know what you think in the comments, leave a like, and we will see on the second episode of this series. Thanks for watching. This was actually a really fun video to make. Rewatching the first episode made me realize how much both the project and the YouTube videos have changed over time. I also use this as a lighter weekly videos so I could focus more on the final episode of this series. So make sure you're ready for that because it's coming next Friday.